right, there we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to DuePoint. Welcome to our audience on the live stream out in South Africa, wherever you may be. Introduce yourselves. Let us know where you are, who you're with. So my name is Rob van der Bijl. I'm one of the executives here at DuePoint. I'm going to be spending about 35 minutes. So it's a nice, short, sharp meeting. I had a boss that always told me a fast meeting is a good meeting. And so I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, speak to the person that's hosting you this evening or has invited you or introduced you to DuePoint. I'm sure they'll be able to answer any questions that you might have. If you're not happy with their answers, you come speak to me afterwards. So I will be around. You're very welcome to ask any questions that you have over the live stream. All right, so let's begin. So DuePoint is a division of another company called Constantia Insurance Company. So we're part of a greater registered insurance company. I will touch on them a little bit later in the presentation. Suffice to say that they have been around for a very long time. So Constantia has been around for nearly 70 years. We're a very reputable business. You might not know of us because we've never dealt with consumers in the past. But when we formed DuePoint 3 years ago, about 3.5 years ago, we're doing exactly that. We're speaking to members of the public. We're speaking to you. And our business came about when a number of factors came together that'll give you some context perhaps to DuePoint. Number one, economic and risk factors. When we looked at South Africa as a community, we knew that there was a lot of demand for opportunity from the community. And so that becomes an economic and risk factor because you're here this evening watching a presentation. I'm sure there are better things to do at home. I'm sure something might be on TV that you'd rather be watching. But we are here looking for an income opportunity, right? An opportunity to make additional money, cash every single month. And that is born out of the circumstance that we find ourselves in. If we had jobs, if we had prospects of traditional and formal education giving us jobs once we finish studying, you wouldn't be here. Because everything would be rosy. You would get paid what you wanted. Your salary would increase every single month in line with inflation. And everything would be hunky-dory and you wouldn't be here. So this business, the opportunity of this business is really born out of the circumstance that we find ourselves in. And the business mitigates a lot of the risk factors that we find posed, will be posed to us in our lifetimes. So that's quite an important factor. Social entrepreneurship, this is the opportunity that we built here at DuePoint for you to engage in. It is an opportunity of social entrepreneurship where we all get to work together. This presentation is really a business proposition. I'm going to be asking you, I'm going to be inviting you to join our business, to join this partnership. And the mandate is to create better distribution channels for us to sell and market our products in. And so your mandate becomes just connecting people to our business. Exactly the same way you are connected to DuePoint, you're going to go out and do the same thing. That's if you want to become a wealth engineer here at DuePoint. And so it's a very simple mandate because it's easy to tell people about opportunity, about good news, isn't it? If you go to a good restaurant or a good movie, you're happy to share that with people. That's all we ask you to do here at DuePoint. And so if you're able to do that, if you're able to connect people successfully to our business, well, then you help us create what we call channels of distribution. And if you start creating channels of distribution here at DuePoint, there are a number of benefits that you get to enjoy by being part of the DuePoint system. And we'll go through these very quickly. Additional income. So that goes without saying. You're not here for the free tea and coffee or wherever you may be watching this presentation from. You're here because of the income opportunity. That's exactly what we create. The nature of the income is very important to discern because what we do at DuePoint is we create what we call recurring income. Right? This is very important because there are many business opportunities that exist in South Africa. Very few create recurring income. You get to share in what we call the book value of an insurance company. And the book value of an insurance company is a beautiful thing because it creates what we call annuity, passive, recurring income. I can very accurately tell you what we're going to be earning next month. Why? Because we create recurring income and you get to share. You almost get a royalty of that part of the business by creating this channel of distribution. And this mitigates a lot of risk because as most of I would assume that we're all employed, as employers, we have all this risk posed to us in a lifetime. Right? You look at South Africa's employment market, you look at the statistics, you look at the amount of people getting retrenched. That all threatens active-based income. You get paid for the 8 hours of work that you do every single day. And if anything risks that, if you get sick, if you get retrenched, if you get to retirement age, that threatens your income. Your income ends when you're not working. When you start focusing on creating recurring income, you get rid of all that risk. Because we don't pay you for your activity here at DuePoint. We pay you for the channel of distribution that you build, right? And so recurring income is a very powerful benefit that very few businesses get to share in. The power duplication, this is your opportunity to go out and build a team around you that can build your channel of distribution that much faster. Your income can grow exponentially here at DuePoint. Right? We might not even believe that because you're lucky if you're getting 3% increase in your salary every single year. Right? I'm telling you here at DuePoint, you can give yourself a 3% increase daily if you wanted to. Power of duplication. This is the leverage that you want to tap into here at DuePoint, right? FlexiTime, the technology that we've spent a lot of money on, invested here at DuePoint, allows you to build a channel of distribution anywhere in the country. Right now, we have got hundreds of people watching us around the country because of the technology that we've put in place. It allows you to build a channel of distribution anywhere in the country at any time of the day without any cost to you because of technology. We don't have printed forms. We do everything through our mobile app. Everything's digital. Everything's in the cloud. Everything gets taken care of automatically. No startup capital. We've designed this business to have very little risk involved. Right? We have created a proposition where you get to consider partnering with this business without the fear of risk or the fear of losing anything. That's very important. Right? We're not in an economy where we have the liberty to risk. If I said to you this was a franchise opportunity, but you had to put down 10,000 Rand to get started, how many people would even have liberty to consider that opportunity? Right? Nobody. But fortunately, we've designed DuePoint to have very little risk. It has a very low barrier to entry. It means it becomes very accessible to a large amount of people. And you're at liberty to try this business without the fear of losing anything. At the same time, we make it more accessible because we don't have qualifications or experience requirements, unlike the job that you're going to be applying for. Right? They want your CV. They want to know what experience you have. They want to know what education you've had. And then they tell you this is how much you can earn. This is what you can expect from life. At DuePoint, you can take anything you want off the table. Anything you want. And then for me, one of the most important benefits is the ability that you get to build an asset here at DuePoint. Your channel of distribution is treated as an asset that you have legal tender over. So it means that you own your channel of distribution. We spent 45 years of our lives, some even longer, working for somebody else. Think about that. You're going to work for somebody else for 45 years, 8 hours a day, every single day. And what do South Africans have to show for it when we get to retirement? Less than 5% of the population can afford to retire. How's that for a scary statistic? And so why would we invest a lifetime of 8 hours a day, a quarter of our day, a third of our day, for a lifetime when we've got nothing to show for it when we get to retirement? Folks, we need to start looking at how to create wealth in our lifetimes. And that is through investing time into building assets that create recurring income. That is where true wealth lies. And that's what we teach here at DuePoint. Right? And so I'm hoping people will be happy to sacrifice some time every week into building an asset that they have ownership over. And then finally, there's absolutely no selling required from you. No one's going home with boxes of product. You don't have to bring a bucky when you come to DuePoint head office. You don't have to store things in your garage when you get home. You don't have to worry about expiry dates. We have financial products that don't require any selling. And that makes this business extremely simple. Right? Our financial products are taken care of by IT systems. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Your only mandate is to go out and create a channel of distribution. How do you do that? You go out and you tell people about DuePoint. Some people will say they're not interested, but some people will say, yes, I'm very interested. Let me come see what you have to show. That's 35 minutes of their life that you have to convince them to come watch. And then I take over, or Brendan will take over. We will do the rest of the work. The systems will take care of the rest of it. Right? Your only job is to connect people. And so your success is very much dependent on your ability to build this thing called the channel of distribution. There's you become a wealth engineer and a product owner, and now you go out and start speaking to people. In this example, you've got 5 people that have agreed. They've decided they want to become a wealth engineer too. They joined your channel, and from that moment, you have the power of duplication that you're able to leverage. Because those 5 people are also going to start telling other people about the business. This is what we call the power of word of mouth, right? And this is what your channel starts to look like after time. Because those people will tell other people, and so on and so forth. We've got thousands of examples of people that have come into the business and left. Their channels are still growing, whether they like it or not, unbeknown to them. Right? Your channel will take on a life of its own. But if you want a bigger channel, if you want to grow it faster and larger and greater, just connect more people. That's all you have to do. Right? And so this is the asset that pays you out money every single month in our returns program. How do we calculate what we're paying people here at DuePoint in our returns program? It's based on this 27 Rand 50 fee that we pay for every product that you have in your qualified channel. Right? So it begins with you. You go out and there's the 5 people that you've connected. The people that you connect into this business, we call that your first point. And on your first point, you can see according to the table, we actually pay you 55 Rand for every product. So if you went out this month and connected 10 people onto your first point, that's you earning 550 Rand a month already. That's 6,000 Rand a year you've just generated for yourself. Who would have liked a 6,000 Rand check in January this year? All of us, right? We were suffering in January and even more in February. That's just 10 people in your first point. When those people go out and connect other people, we call that your second point. And on your second point, again, you earn 55 Rand for every product on your first and second point. So if you had 100 people on your first and second point, how much are you earning now every month? 5,500 Rand a month in recurring income. That's 60,000 Rand annually that you generate for yourself. Throw your 6,000 Rand check away and take a 60,000 Rand check in January. How does that change your circumstance? Year end. And that's just 100 people on your first and second point. And as your channel starts to grow further and further outward, you see that multiplier starts to drop steadily, right? All the way down to the 8th point. By the 8th point, you're still earning 4% of the 27 Rand 50. But the most important thing to note is that we don't stop here at point 8. You can grow your channel as big as you want it. You can earn as much money as you want here at DuePoint. We don't limit the size of your channel. We don't limit how much you can earn. We will carry on paying you 4% from point 8, in theory, to infinity. Zero limitation. That should make you excited with the prospect, right? My hope is that I get to engage with you in the long term. This business was never designed for short term. I don't want people coming in and leaving. I want people coming in and realizing the long-term benefits of investing time into this business, knowing that there's never a limit on the channel size. Where are you going to be in 30 years' time in this business? Can you think that big? We've got wealth engineers. Their businesses are beyond point 30 already. In the space of 2 years, they got there. They're going to get to point 100 and then point 200. Right? They've got the ability, the potential to earn as much money as they want here at DuePoint. People still want to understand, well, how much money can I earn and how quickly can I earn it? So this will give you some idea. We built this projection. It is a projection that will span 5 years. So it'll give you an idea of what you could earn over a 5-year period here at DuePoint, right? Starting at 0. The premise is that you can connect 2 people a month into the business. So you've got to go out. In this example, we're connecting 2 people a month onto our first point, right? With some duplication. After 6 months, you'll be sitting at about 2,500 Rand a month in returns. Now, I always use this as an example because people don't understand the power of money. If you're a consumer, and we're all consumers, I'm a consumer. I'm a bad consumer. If I get any extra money, it's being spent, right? I've got a list of things that I want. I've got too many hobbies. This is my problem. I've got too many hobbies. And we're the same. I know we're all the same. I see the statistics. I often say to the audience, imagine I gave you 2,500 Rand in cash tonight. How long would that money last? One day I'm actually going to put 2,500 Rand under everyone's chair. And then everyone will be shocked. And then I'll ask you all to tell me how long that money lasted in your wallets or in your handbags. It wouldn't last more than a week, I don't think. Right? It won't. Why is that? It's because we think like consumers. And we give money spending value. If we look at money, if we look at 2,500 rand, the only thing we equate the 2,500 rand is what it can buy for us. 2 tanks of petrol. Maybe 1 week's groceries. You know what it's, and that's why it disappears so quickly, right? Because of inflation, the cost of groceries, the cost of fuel, all these things. But very few people look at money and they go, how do I use that money to make more money? And that's what we want people to start thinking. This is the paradigm shift we want to achieve at DuePoint. Our business is about wealth creation. It's not about income generation. Income generation is just the means. It's the leverage that we get you. At the end of the year, we want to see people who are becoming wealthy individuals. And that'll look different for all of you. But the first thing you have to start understanding is that you need to stop spending money. We have to stop spending money. That's the first lesson. Go listen to any entrepreneur, any investor, right? You've got access to YouTube. You can go listen to the best minds in the world around finance. They'll tell you, stop spending money. It is the first lesson. Get rid of your debt. Why do you think banks don't go out of business? They don't, right? Even though Standard Bank's retrenching a whole bunch of people. They bloated in our economy, poor Standard Bank, right? They got more IT staff at Standard Bank than Investec has staff. How's that for a comparison? But banks are always on the good side of compound interest. They make money out of the money that we give them and the money that we spend, right? I want people in this business to get on the right side of compound interest. Get rid of your debt as quickly as possible. If DuePoint's paying you 2,500 rand, use it to make more money. The first thing you can do is start paying off your debt faster. If you pay off debt faster, it is the same consequence as investing money. You make money if you pay debt off faster. Do you know that? Here's the example. 1 million rand bond on a property. You can take the 20 years to pay a bond off, like most South Africans, right? You go find the biggest house you can for the salary you have, and then you agree to take out a 20 or a 30-year bond, and the bank tells you this is the lending rate we're giving you, this is how much you're going to pay for your house for the next 20 years. So on this little example here at Prime Plus 2, you're spending 11,500 rand on your installment every single month for 20 years before you become a homeowner. And then you listen to Rob at DuePoint after 6 months, you're earning 2,500 rand. Instead of spending that extra 2,500 rand that DuePoint's giving you, put it into your bond. Rob said it's the same as investing. You're going to make money if you do that. Do you know how much money this will make you if you put 2,500 rand into your bond every month? It'll make you nearly 1 million rand. Because you pay about 900,000 rand less interest if you pay your bond off faster. Don't take the 20 years. In this example, you can do it in 11 and a half years. You can pay your bond off in half the time. That means you can buy another house. Who would like to own 2 properties? Who thinks 1 property is an investment? Your house that you're paying off now is an investment. It's not an investment. You live in it. Unless you're going to start renting out your own rooms in your house. The second house is the investment. The second house creates annuity income. Right? So I hope this example shows you the power of a business like DuePoint that creates leverage for you to create wealth. At month 12, you're earning nearly 9,000 rand a month. That's 100,000 rand annually. After 24 months, you're close to 28,000 rand a month. Keep going 3 years away, nearly 50,000 rand a month. After 4 years, 70,000 rand a month. The number keeps growing. I know your salary doesn't keep growing, and so we're going, this guy must be lying. How can your income keep going up? Because you are building an asset, and you have the freedom to grow an asset every month. Every month you can grow your asset, your channel of distribution. And then after 5 years, you're sitting at close to 85,000 rand a month, which is about 1 million rand in annual recurring income. We've got wealth engineers well on their way to this number. Right? DuePoint's only 3 years old. We're still toddlers in the business world. Fortunately, we've got a lot of experience behind us that you get to engage in for nothing here at DuePoint. And we've got some wonderful wealth engineers that we invite up on stage every single month. So you're free to go to our YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel under, I think it's called Wealth Engineers Tell All, you'll see all the testimonies that we have for the last 3 years. You can go listen to the wealth engineers, share their stories, their experiences of being with DuePoint. So this month, we've got a brand new face in Ntaseng. She's been in the business for 60 days. 60 days. What do you think someone can do in 60 days? Look at that face. What do you think a lady like that can do in 60 days here at DuePoint? She's earning 3,200 Rand a month already. She's generated for herself nearly 40,000 Rand in annual recurring income in the space of 60 days. How has she done it? She's connected 21 people on her first point. Those 21 people have gone out and helped to build a channel of 77 people in her business. She is moving fast. There's nothing more motivating than growing money fast. I know everyone's looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. Huh? I always ask the trick question. Who wants to get involved in a get-rich-quick scheme? No one puts their hand up. So who wants to be involved in the get-rich-slow scheme? No one puts their hand up either. Are you lying? Everyone wants to get rich quickly. Do it faster. You can do it faster, right? Then we've got George and Bridget. They're from PE. They've been in the business for 2.5 years. George is retired from banking. He's chilling out and doing some DuePoint business on the side. So he's been growing fairly moderately. His channel returns are sitting at just over 6,000 Rand a month. You can see he's only got 15 people on his first point. The 15 have translated into nearly 200. And he's got a channel size of 7 points. And so we've got thousands of people joining this business every single month. Everybody is different. Everyone's operating at different speeds, different commitments. Some come, some go. You don't have to look at these people. You can decide in your seat. You can decide from wherever you're watching this live stream what you want out the business. Why? Because the system is identical for every single person that decides to become a wealth engineer. That is freedom. That's liberty. Who can go to their boss's office tomorrow morning and say, I want to start earning more? The boss will look at you like this and go, okay, tell me more. You know, I'm just going to work harder and I want you to pay me more next month. The boss will think you're smoking something. Right? Because in traditional employment, it doesn't work like that. You don't get to share in the upside of your business. If your business doubles in production this year, are you going to get double your salary? Not a chance. Because you have no share in the asset that they're building at your work. But they're happy for you to work for 45 years. And there's a great place for salaries. Salaries are there to pay the bills. But we're not here talking about bills. I'm here talking about wealth. I'm trying to find people that have aspirations of becoming wealthy, of changing their lives in their lifetimes. Not waiting for your boss, not waiting for government, not waiting for the country to get its act together. You can do it on your own. You don't need anyone else. Right? You can do it with DuePoint. On top of the returns program, we've got a rewards program. This rewards you over and above your recurring income every single month. And so when your channel gets to certain milestones, we call them ranks. When you get to certain ranks, we've got additional rewards waiting for you to enjoy with the success that you're having building channels here at DuePoint. So the first notable rank is rank 5. 1 to 4 are little cash checks that you get on top of your returns. Rank 5 will give you a business toolkit because credibility is very important. We say there's no selling involved, but life is about sales. Life is about sales. Whether you're trying to date someone, marry someone, find a job, buy a car, buy a house, life is sales, right? And this helps you in your prospecting. It helps you connect people successfully. Why? Because if you look legitimate, if you have business cards, if you've got a notebook, if you look like a professional, people will take you more seriously. They'll go, oh, this business DuePoint looks legitimate because their branding, their stationery looks professional, right? And so it's very important that you arm yourself with our merchandise and our stationery. At rank 7, we take it a step further. We get you very special business cards manufactured. They cost us 17,000 Rand a set. When you sit down at a meeting and you put a 17,000 Rand business card on the table, people look at you and go, oh, you must be the CEO of De Beers, right? Who has 17,000 Rand business cards? Our rank 7 wealth engineers. At rank 9, we take you and your family to our rank 9 conference. It's 7 days away. All expenses paid trip to a 5-star luxury resort. And when I say luxury, it is luxury on another level. right? And it's the most expensive time of the year, December, that we go away. We fly you business class with your family. We pick you up from your house. You don't spend a cent. You bring your passport, your bikini or your Speedo. That's all you need. You don't need your wallet, right? And so we've already booked the Rank 9 trip coming this December. We haven't put the tickets in any names yet, but we've block booked business class out on British Airways. We've booked the one side of the resort on the island of Mauritius. We just need to find out who's coming with us, because the deadline is only at the end of October, right? And this happens every single year. So if it doesn't happen for you this year, make it happen next year or the year after that. This is not going to go away, right? So take a look, because we documented our last 2 trips to Mauritius. This will give you a very good idea of what's in store for you. You might recognize some of the wealth engineers. These are all our Rank 9 wealth engineers. Lots of kids. They have more fun than the parents, I think. Even the 8-year-olds sit in business class. So hopefully that got you very excited at the prospects of reaching rank 9. The record is 5 months. Rank 9, 5 months. Then you're earning 20,000 Rand a month already by rank 9. Can change your life in the space of a very short amount of time. Right? You think about young kids coming out of school today, the amount of time that they commit to traditional education. We're in school for 15 or 12 years. 12 years. Then we go study after school. What's that? 3 years, 5 years. My wife's a lawyer, 7 years. Architect, 9 years. Doctor, 10 years. 55% of people coming out of varsity can't find jobs at the moment. And the money that we spend going through education, right? That's why opportunities like this speak more valuably, more practically when we speak about opportunity in South Africa. 2 ranks later, at rank 11, we spent R250,000 Rand buying a brand new car for you. So if you would like a brand new car with no DuePoint stickers on it, because it's your car, it's not DuePoint's car, it's your car. in the garage with no installment at the end of the month because it's paid off. That's rank 11 waiting for you. So by rank 11, you're now earning about 35,000 Rand a month. And that's recurring. You can sit in bed all day next month. DuePoint's still going to pay you 35,000 Rand next month. Why? Because we pay you for your channel that you've created, not for your activity. I hope that resounds with you or resonates with you. So this is our rewards program. This goes up to rank 28. We're only at rank 11. It's still the Skoro car here at rank 11. There's much bigger cars waiting for you in this program, right? That's why we want long-term commitment out of people. Long-term commitment. Our business is built on the necessity of the products that we've designed. Our products are designed to protect your wealth, to protect the time that you've invested in creating assets, in creating wealth for yourself. Perhaps not for your benefit, perhaps for the benefit of your family, right? But I speak to many wealth engineers. They're building channels for their families, for their kids. So I understand the importance of legacy for individuals. And so look at our products through that lens. They're designed to protect your wealth. Any wealthy individual has got insurance and investment products for that exact reason. And so our first product is called Access Wealth. It's an investment and an insurance product rolled into one. It costs you only 324 Rand a month. 100 Rand gets put into a tax-free investment fund in your name. You've got full access to that fund. And the insurance aspect is 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident death cover. The beauty of our products, as you'll see, is that we've made them as accessible to everyone without discrimination. The price is the same for everybody at DuePoint. You can come to me and say, oh, I've got diabetes. Oh, I've got a heart condition. Doesn't matter. The price is the same for everybody, as long as you're over the age of 18, right? Wealth Guard is our second product. It's going to cost you only 249 Rand a month. It gives you 1 million Rands worth of personal accident death cover. So this is a strictly insurance product. There's no investment on here. It's just insurance. 1 million Rands of personal accident death cover. And there is no age limit. Starts at 18. Anyone can get in on this product. You can be 100 years old and take this product out. We will cover you. Then our third product is arguably the best family funeral cover product in the country. I know this because I've been studying the competition closely, right? Because we've launched this product in the last 9 months. It is fast becoming our most popular product. It starts at 299 Rand a month. It is funeral cover. It covers up to 5 family members. 20,000 Rands worth of cover for the 299. You can increase the cover to 30,000 Rand. You can increase it up to 10 family members. Also gives you 10,000 Rands worth of debt protection. And there are no excluded pre-existing conditions. So we cover everybody. Again, with this product, you have to get in under the age of 70. But once you're in it, it becomes whole of life. So if you get in on this product, we will cover you. You can be 100, 110. We will keep covering you. It is a whole of life product. So that is family wealth. And then finally, we've got Wealth Points. Wealth Points aims to lower your monthly expenditure. Think of the money that you spend every single month. People spend money on data, groceries, airtime, right? There's a whole range of things we spend money on every single month. We've gone and partnered with a host of businesses, and we've negotiated discounts and services that we get on behalf of our Wealth Points members. And so you can lower your monthly expenses. When inflation is running away, this can stem the flow of that inflation, right? And you can see we've got everything covered. We've got groceries, we've got Cell C, we've got Always On, we've got online retailers, we've even got car manufacturers. I was very lucky to go buy a car from Eagle Ford. They gave me 100,000 Rand discount. Think about that, 100,000 Rand discount. Right? There is massive value. If you engage in these partners every single month, you will definitely garner a lot of benefit. So those are the 4 products. Same price for everybody, easy to get into, simple, straightforward products. Choose anyone and start building a channel. For those people that need money now, who needs money now? You might as well all put your hands up, right? Put an ankle up. I need money now. So here is a way to make money now, because this is what we call our Achiever Quest. Achiever Quest is a monthly incentive that we run. It challenges you to connect either 10, 20, or 30 people in a single month and have them all paid successfully in the same month. And if you can do that, you do 10, we'll give you an extra on top of your returns, on top of your rewards, we'll give you an extra 5,000 Rand cash check. if you do 10. If you do 20, we'll give you 10,000 Rand on top of your returns and rewards. And if you do 30, we will give you an extra 15,000. So as a brand new wealth engineer, if you start today and you connect 30 people this month, the minimum you will earn at the end of this month is 16,500 Rand. So if you want to make money fast, that's the way. Long-term incentive, like I say, we're always trying to get people to engage long-term into this business, is our 365 challenge. The 365 challenge challenges you to connect 365 people in a single year. So from the day you begin, you have 365 days to connect 365 people. You can do it in one day if you want, or you can spread it out, one a day. Doesn't matter how you do it. 365 people after 365 days on your first point, you will get about 1.4. That number should be bigger. Well, it depends how you spread it out. If you do 30 a month, then you'll get that 15,000 Rand every month, right? That's 180,000 Rand that you can add on top of the 1.2 million. Because this process will get you to about rank 13 or 14. So you will have the business pack. You'll have the 17,000 Rand business cards. You'll have the rank 9 holiday. You'll have all the other rank checks that you get. You'll be earning about 40 to 50,000 Rand a month. You'll have the car in your garage. This is 1 year's work, eh? 1 year's work. And then we'll give you an extra 365,000 Rand cash check to say, well done for doing it in under a year. That's on offer now. So if I was you, I would figure out how to connect a person a day. I would. Come show me a business that can make you a millionaire in 1 year, where all you have to do is speak to people. Well, Rob, how many people do I have to speak to? I don't know. Maybe you have to speak to 5 a day. Is 5 a day? Is speaking to 5 people a day where you're only connecting 1? So that's only a 20% success rate. But if I said to you, go speak to 5 people a day, do it every day, and this time next year I'll give you 1.4 million Rand. Would you do it? You're lying to me. You're all lying to me. Now what you have to do is go, why don't I do it? That's what I'm fascinated by. Why do people not do it? Why are you not speaking to 5 people tomorrow? The greatest gift you can have is self-awareness. Be self-aware enough to understand why you are not going to do it. It's the only way that you address it. Because we all want, right? Everyone wants a million Rand. I'm in the front of the queue. I've considered resigning so I can do the 365 challenge. Guys, it's on offer. You're either not doing it because you don't have self-belief, or you're still skeptical about the business. You're thinking, no, they won't really pay me. Go look at our track record, right? We're going to speak about Constantia shortly. Our Bloemfontein encounter. This is opportunity where we will help you build your channel out the Free State. If you know anyone in the Free State, get them to the Bloemfontein encounter. It's going to cost you nothing. Make a list. Phone as many people as possible. Ask them if they want to come look at our opportunity. Brendan is going down to Bloemfontein. He will help you get people connected into your channel. You just have to invite them. And know when you invite them, you invite 20, only 10 are going to arrive. These are human beings we're talking about, right? Invite 100, 50 are going to arrive. So invite as many as possible, right? So you can build a channel out the Free State and start earning money out of the Free State. So the decision for me always, and I touched on it a little bit earlier, we have to understand what we want. But it has to become this intention of, this is what I want, what am I going to do about it? What is your intention tomorrow? Maybe even this evening. Who's going to tell someone about DuePoint this evening before they go to bed? I just went to an amazing presentation. Check this link out. That's as easy as it is today. You don't have to get on a horse and go to another town to go see someone. We have technology that makes it easy, right? Which means there is no excuse. I told you I was going to touch on Constantia, our principal. So Constantia is a business that's been around for nearly 7 decades. We're a very reputable business. We are audited, we're regulated, we're listed on the Joburg Stock Exchange. Go do some snooping around. If there is an iota of skepticism about this business left inside you, go sort it out. Sort it out. Snoop around on our website. Go to the Constantia website. Go Google us. Constantia complaints. DuePoint complaints. Do whatever you have to do. Because if you're going to create a long-term relationship, which is what I want, you have to have full confidence in this business. I want you to be proud of this partnership. When you speak about DuePoint, be proud, because you can be proud. So perhaps your first step is going to be a step of faith. You go, let me trust this business. Let me try it for a month. What can I lose if I try the business for a month? Let me see if they pay me. But you have to start building true trust and credibility and belief in this business, because when you go out and try to connect people, they're going to look at you in your eyes and go, can I trust this person? And that belief has to shine through. That excitement, that passion has to shine through. That's the FSP number that we operate under. You'll see all our financial licenses on display. You can go to the FSCA website, go to our website. All our licenses are on display for you. And with that, my wish for every audience that I get to address, that I have the pleasure of addressing, is that you have a prosperous 2019. We're halfway through. It's not too late to have a prosperous 2019. Who would like to have a wonderful December and January, where you don't have 1 hour of financial stress? Right now, you know it's coming. We're in the lull, in winter. We've already got over the hurdle of January and February. The debt collectors have stopped phoning us. And now we're trying to save money for December, right? Because there's traveling, there's holidays, there's school uniforms. There's so many costs associated with December and January. And then your company does you a disservice by paying you early in December. And then you forget you got paid early in December. And you go, where's my salary? It's 31 December. And you realize, they paid me a week ago. The money's already gone. You can change it here at DuePoint. Start creating a channel, start earning recurring income, and use that money to leverage yourself, to put you in a better position in 2020. That is my wish, prosperity for you in 2019. So thank you for your time. Speak to the person that's brought you or introduced you. Thank you for your time, wherever you are in South Africa on the live stream. Good luck. Good luck. Thanks a lot.